Well, time right now is 4:47. Let's talk about that most accurate forecast as this ongoing hottest summer on record continues, and we just keep adding to these counts. Yesterday, we reached my forecast high of 115. We set a new record for yesterday's date, but also we added to that count of days at 115 or higher. We're now at 10 days, which of course is a record. 41 days with highs at 110 or higher. That is definitely a record too. And we are at 23 days for the most days with lows in the 90s. So that's a record. And today could be day 24 as temperatures are still in the 90s right now. So heat across the board continues to be our main, most widespread weather impact. And now, as I told you was possible yesterday, our excessive heat warning has been extended out another day through Thursday evening, as it looks like we're going to at least go through Thursday with temperatures at 110 or higher before we see those temperatures drop just very slightly. So that excessive heat warning is from the valley to the south to the west, and we still have those heat advisories too over the higher terrain in the mountains east of the valley too. So just be mindful of that. Heat, again, is what you really got to plan for, at least today, again, with water, making sure that you're limiting your time outdoors as much as possible, and again, over the next few days especially. Our temperature right now at just 93 degrees in Phoenix. We're in the mid to upper 70s in Prescott and in Sedona. 84 right now in Kingman. It's 97 at Lake Havasu, upper 50s right now in Flagstaff, mid 70s in Globe. And as you look across the valley, we're seeing a mix of 80s and some 90s out there too. Some of the warmer spots, Phoenix Sky Harbor, 91 also in Deer Valley. It's 92 in Scottsdale, 90 in Tempe. Ahwatukee checking in at 90 degrees. Meanwhile, we're a little cooler in spots like Chandler, not a whole lot cooler, but we're at 86 there, 87 in Gilbert, and mid 80s right now in Mesa. As you look at today's hour by hour forecast, plan accordingly. Outdoor activities should be done early. Our sun comes up at 5:53, so if you can get out around sunrise, that's going to be your best bet. It'll be more comfortable then than later, as temperatures will likely be up to 108 by lunchtime, 111 by 2 o'clock, 113 by 4 o'clock, and that looks to be our high temperature for the day. Notice across the valley, high temperatures will end up between about 112 and 113, still nearly 10 degrees above the 30-year average, and still much hotter out west. Highs near 117 out in Bullhead City, 101 today in Sedona, 100 in Globe, upper 90s in Payson, and Prescott will top out at 99 degrees. So we're on record watch. This morning, we could set a record for the warmest low temperature ever recorded on the state if we don't drop to 90 degrees or below 90 degrees. Otherwise, we would tie it at 90 right now. And as of this morning, we've only gone as low as 92 degrees. So I'll be watching that temperature closely. I do think we'll dip down to about 90 degrees. But again, that would be a record-tying temperature. And then this afternoon, we're on record watch too. The forecast 113. Today's record high stands at 112. That was set on this date in 2011. So we could set a record for the high today too. And we're also watching for storms. We got some of them yesterday and some damaging winds too with that severe weather risk. Notice rainfall amounts weren't widespread by any means. It was the Southeast Valley that really got hit the hardest. We did have a trace of rain at Phoenix Sky Harbor. No measurable rain there. But today we've got another chance of a few thunderstorms. But like yesterday, it'll all depend on whether storms can manage to hold together off the higher terrain and into the valley. Now, right now, as you look at Desert Doppler radar, I am tracking some lingering clouds across the Phoenix area. A few spotty showers to our northwest near Lake Pleasant. Those will miss the valley as we get some of that daytime heating. Storms get going over the higher terrain, with the potential for some severe weather in spots like Prescott and Sedona and Payson, meaning damaging winds will be possible with these storms, heavy rain, and even some small hail. And then as we go into the late afternoon and evening, some of those storms could work their way off the higher terrain and into the valley. There's a slight chance of it happening. I think the spots that are favored today will be the North Valley foothills. So anywhere from Deer Valley to the north, we'll see those areas will likely be the spots that are most impacted, at least initially with those storms off the higher terrain. But it's fair game across the valley as we could see storms move off the mountains even to our east. We're in weather action mode because of the heat through Thursday, that excessive heat warning in place, and then temperatures drop just slightly. It's not a huge difference, but we're looking for highs at 108 to 109 through the weekend.